कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। क्लास के तुरंत बाद यहाँ पे एक बहुत अच्छा सा ड्रामा होने वाला है। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for attending the evening program on the occasion of Krishna Janmashtami. And also would like to thank Vardhakapada Prabhuji for giving this opportunity, because he was supposed to take the class, but he asked me to take the class for his blessings. Hare Krishna. So we'll start with the Mangala Charanam. Please repeat after me. Jayo Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Jayo Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Yashodanandana Jaya Brajajana Ranjana Jaya Yashodanandana Jaya Brajajana Ranjana Jaya Yashodanandana Jaya Brajajana Ranjana Jaya Dana Jaya Brajajana Ranjana Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Vanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Kunja Vihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Jai Mushtapada Paramahamsa Parivuchka Acharya Shtashmi Savechanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, BBD Samsthapaka Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki. Jai Mushtapada Paramahamsa Parivuchka Acharya Shtashmi Bhakti Siddhanta Sarasi Goswami Prabhupada Maharaj ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnavavrinda ki, Namachar Srila Haridas Thakur ki, Prem se Kau Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktarinda ki, Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyam Kund Radha Kundagiri Govardhan ki, Jai Nitya Sitanath Gaura Premanande. All glories to the assembly devotees, all glories to the assembly devotees, all glories to the assembly devotees, all glories and glories to Guru and Shri Gauranga. Hare Krishna. Again, once again, welcome all of you for this session of Srimad Bhagavatam, Pastimes of Krishna. Today we'll be covering the story of Aristashura and also appearance of Radha Kunda. Please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Seveya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtake. Hare Krishna. Once again, welcome all of you for this evening session. So we'll be covering mainly small introduction on the class. Also, as part of preaching, I would just like to cover some advantages of hearing Krishna Katha and also the story of Aristashura as well as appearance of Radha Kunda. So now we have a shloka, famous shloka from Bhagavad Gita. Can also try to repeat along with me. Janma karma chame divyam evam yo vetti tatvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mam eti so arjuna. The translation is one who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not upon leaving the body take birth again in this material world, but what will he get? Actually, he will attain my eternal abode. This is what Krishna is telling in this particular shloka, the very easy process of attaining Sri Krishna. So that is our actually ultimate goal of life also, and Krishna is giving the solution already in this particular Bhagavad Gita in 4.9 itself, how we can attain him. It is a very simple way. What know? The transcendental appearance, and also to know about his activities. What is that we are going to get after this? We can go back straight back to Godhead. That's what he's telling. So now in this material world, we have lot of anchoring, lot of desires. So what we do? We also try to choose the simplest way to attain that one. Like here in this Gita, already Krishna is telling the easiest path by which we can also achieve our real goal of life. But only thing is that we get lost in our way. That's what is happening. For example, you can take the example of going to supermarket. We have a list of items that we have to purchase. But when you go there, what happens? Because of the offers and other attractions, we get carried away, we will deviate. Maybe like sometimes, most of the time, or sometimes at least, we will try to forget what we had to buy, but buy the other things which is unnecessary. So that's what exactly happens here also in this material world. But Krishna is very, very clear. He is giving us the very simplest way by which we can also attain him. And how can we attain him? So we can just follow the 9 devotional practices, of which hearing is the first thing. Shravanam is the first thing in our devotional service, which we have to pay attention. Only when we focus on hearing, we will be able to achieve our goal of life. So then, now, for example, I'll just, this is just an example. We come to the class. Are we prepared? No. Generally, no. But the preacher, what he does, he will take all the strain to prepare for the class, refer to the scriptures, lectures may be possible, and maybe like we'll try to take some quotes, prepare a nice class, and give it here. Is it not easy for the people who are hearing? It's very easy to grasp what. There's no need for us to anchor or make detailed preparation for coming to the class also. Just by hearing what preacher says, we can attain at least our goal of life, try to attain at least. So the thing is, now I'm just actually trying to quote the example also which is happening on a day-to-day basis. Now we have decided to come to the temple, but what is our attitude? We will see the time. 7 o'clock is definitely, we know that it is Sandhya Arati. Oh, the Arati is going on, fine, let it go. That is our thinking. Then what happens? 7:45, maybe nobody is there, class is not started. Let us wait for little time to come to the class. 8 o'clock, what will happen? Oh, Jairamada was going on. Let the kirtan go, maybe like we can join later. 8:15, maybe Prabhu is taking what? The shloka and recitation of translation or purport. 8:30 is the most auspicious time for us to come to the class. We can hear something because Prabhu must have finished all his preparations, shloka, translation, purport. Then listen to some class. 9 o'clock, what we'll have? Mahaprasadam. So that's what is actually happening most of the time with us. I'm just giving this an operation that I'm sorry also that beg forgiveness for having started the class like this, but this is what is happening. But one thing, we should try to change our attitude. We should just plan properly. That's what I thought, like let me just focus on few things as an instruction so that like we can also imbibe that quality to come to the temple and get the most benefit. In fact, temple is one place where we get the maximum benefit. And we have a lot of greedy devotees who have taken advantages and they have already come up in the spiritual life. Okay, I will not name the examples. We can see ourselves who are they. Correct, Prabhuji? Very well. So Prabhupada says in one of his lectures, with our lips we have to chant, with our ears we have to attentively hear, and with our heart what we should do? We should literally cry out for Krishna. How we have to cry? Like a mother cries for the, or the child cries for the mother. So now, just to have a very small glimpse of advantages of hearing Krishna Katha also. So now, we have already read many times Bhagavad Gita, but Bhagavad Gita gives lot of specific instructions and information on the advantages of hearing Krishna Katha. For example, in shloka number 1.19, the war is set between Kauravas and Pandavas. Krishna has taken all the efforts to ensure that like there is no war, but it is inevitable. Kauravas are not compromising. So everything is set, everybody are in the battlefield also. When everything was set, what Krishna does? He will blow his conch shell. Correct? And 1.19 it is killed. He will kill Panchajanya, Shankar. Immediately Arjuna will blow Devadatta, all the other Pandavas including Bhima, Yudhishthira, Nakula, Sahadeva, and the other parties also, they start blowing the conch shells. So what will be the situation that particular time? Kauravas, what they do? It says very clearly that Kauravas were really shattered. Kauravas were really shattered. Their confidence was not there at all. Whereas Pandavas, they were not less in confidence, because they depended on Krishna and they had every point to say that like Krishna will protect them. So they were not fearless. And coming to lamentation also, Arjuna will ask many questions to Krishna. After that, what he will do? He will get confused and he will surrender to Krishna and ask Krishna to guide him. The moment Krishna takes charge, what Krishna will does? Nanu Shochanti Panditaha. He will chastise Arjuna. But at the same time, he gives a very important instruction that like one who knows what is body, what is soul, does not lament. So when we hear the Krishna Katha, we will be free of lamentation also. And will also be tolerant and undisturbed. Krishna says in the very next shloka 2.13, Dhiras Tatrana Moyati. One who has the perfect knowledge is not distressed. He is full of none. I'm just taking very few examples. There are a lot of references like this which is given. And transcendental to the three modes of material nature. Of course, see, we know that like there are three modes of material nature which acts on our day-to-day basis, which keeps up away from the Krishna consciousness. But how to keep away from the transcendental modes of material nature? Krishna says here, Traigunya Vishyavedam Nisraigunya Gunar Bhavarjuna. That is, become transcendental to the three modes of material nature. He already declared that like, if you become transcendental to three modes of material nature, no need, that three modes will not affect us. And destroys the darkness of our ignorance. So this is in 10.11. It says, Gnana Deepena Bhashvata, that is, darkness born of ignorance is driven away from the lamp of knowledge. By hearing, what will happen? We get knowledge. By knowledge, we can drive away all our ignorance. And we will become also the instrument. Krishna says in 11.33, Nimitta Matra Bhava Savya Sachin. Because by this time, Krishna tells very clearly that like everybody are already dead. But I am giving a opportunity for you. You become the reason for their destruction. Navya Savya Sachi. So he is giving an opportunity also. And pure hearing also allows us to transcend the birth and death. Krishna says in 13.26, although not conversant, but due to their tendency to hear, from the authorities, they also transcend the path of birth and death. So Krishna says, by what? By just hearing. And ultimately Krishna says, surrender unto me, 18.66. Also, there are a lot of quotes from Srimad Bhagavatam also, I'm not just trying to cover. But one thing is sure, that like hearing about Krishna is incredibly potent because it pleases him. If he pleases him, what Krishna can grant? Krishna grant us everything, and our lives also will be successful. So with this as a smart prelude, we'll start our katha on the story of Arishtashvara and what it actually signifies also. So just a day before yesterday, we had the class on killing of the Kamsa. Okay, but before Kamsa is killed, Krishna wanted to kill Krishna. So Kamsa wanted to kill Krishna. So he was sending innumerable asuras to kill him. And one asura was Arishtashvara. Now, we know Vrindavan is full of Krishna's activities. And everybody are in the thought of Krishna. There is nothing else the Vrajavasis think other than Krishna. So everyone, they used to remember the pastimes of Krishna, and then they constantly merge in the ocean of ecstasy, transcendental bliss. So but the material world is such that there will be definitely contamination. Even during that period also, Vrindavan was, Gokula was affected by asuras and demons, who, they did, they tried to disturb the peaceful situation. So now, Arishtashvara, he wanted to come and kill Krishna. So he took the form of a great bull, which we are going to see in today's drama also. And the description of the bull is like it was gigantic. Gigantic means it was almost reaching the clouds. Clouds were just on top of the body of Arishtashvara, the bull. So that was this huge personality. And he had a very long horns also. Okay, and then he had strong hoofs, legs, by which the whole earth was trembling. And wherever he is trying to put his feet, it used to just make a hole actually. So that was his gigantic personality. So it was as though like there is one earthquake. When he was trying to move, there was an earthquake. Maybe they were trying to. And with such a huge body when he is entering, what will happen to the houses of Vrajavasis? It will be damaged. Automatically it will be damaged, even though he was personally damaging all the things. And this caused a very, very, very fearful situation among Vrajavasis also. And when he was trying to roar, it was so piercing that like everybody were scared to death. What has happened? And inevitably, because of hearing the sound itself, they used to come out from the house, and when they see, they used to just flee. There's no other choice. And this Arishtashvara had a very, very big and strong, stout body also. And it is said that like clouds, as I told you, it was just hovering around his horns, as though like it's floating on top of the horns actually. So such a fearful appearance was Arishtashvara when he entered Vrindavana, and definitely all the people were afflicted with fear, great fear rather. And with this, what happens? All the animals, the cows and other things, they started fleeing to the forest also. The situation became very, very immensely terrible because there was no choice for them to other than to retreat. So what is their only hope? Only hope is Krishna. So they started yelling, Krishna, Krishna, please come and help us. So Krishna also will hear all this scenario which is going on in Vrindavan, and he immediately comes in front of Arishtashvara, the bull. And he will also assure all the Vrajavasis, don't be afraid, I am here to protect you. Whoever takes shelters of Krishna naturally get automatic protection also. So then he started immediately chastising Arishtashvara. You have come to kill me, rather you are disturbing the other people who are innocent. And now, being a powerful demon, he is not like don't want to listen to anybody generally. When there are strong people, they don't want to listen. They only try to boss around. That was the situation of Aristasura. We see in our offices also many things. When he is very powerful, when he is strong, they don't listen. They will only give instructions. And here Krishna is chastising and giving instruction. Why you are destroying the other people? Why you are fighting the inhabitants of Vrindavan, Gokula? So what will be the gain by your action? Chastises. You come to challenge my authority. Come to me and let us fight. That is what Krishna will tell. So now, when the moment Krishna challenges the demon, he will become still more angry. Because he was not averse to listening to all these sweet words or challenging words. Because wherever he goes, he used to just destroy and used to do whatever he wanted. So now, he started proceeding to Krishna with his horn and try to kill Krishna also. So Krishna, what he does, he will hold the two horns and will just brush him aside. So he will just go there falling down. To describe that, it is similar to how an elephant, a child goes in front of the elephant. What can happen when we go, or as a child goes with a small trunk, it will just brush aside, he will just go. So that's what Krishna exactly does in this lila. Just took the horn, he just put him aside. And this made the bull more angry. He is not accustomed to all this challenges, situation at all. So now he said, I think I have to really do something. So what he does, he again stood up, started coming in front of just to smash Krishna also. This time what Krishna does, he will not take any chance, just take him and just throw. And the other Aristasura will just fall down, and what he does, he will just thump his body with his legs, like we also sometimes, earlier we used to do. If we see an ant or something, we used to just crush. That's what Krishna exactly does it here, and he will kill Aristasura with great force and anger. But the thing is, Krishna, after killing Aristasura, it pleased what? First, the demigods. They were also seeing all this lila, how Krishna can tackle the situation. So when the Aristasura was killed, so they will shower the flowers from the heaven to show their gratitude. And even the Brajavasis also, the boys who are in front along with Krishna, they also sighed a brief, and then because he was always their life, they knew very well that like Krishna will definitely protect them. And now, because Krishna was actually the Saineshwar, he was the center of attraction for everybody there in Vrindavana, and they knew very well that like what has to be done, and they immediately took shelter, and Krishna fulfilled all their wish also. And triumphantly, what happens? Balaram and Krishna along with their friends, they will enter like a king enters the village. In fact, all the inhabitants also, like, they will glorify Krishna for their this one. So here we learn few things from Aristasura's character. The first one is the pride. Whenever there is pride, we will not be able to advance in our Krishna consciousness, because it causes neglect of devotional service. That bhakti will not arise when we are more pride. We have to be always try to be humble as much as we can. And Aristasura, that particular character, what it signifies, it also, due to the contaminated situation, we will start disrespecting the process of pure devotional service. Will not give heed to devotional service. That's what exactly happens. And Prabhupada also gives how the pride can be an impediment in our devotional service also. He says the first qualification is that one should not be deluded by the pride. Because he says very clearly that like in our conditions life, when we get puffed up, thinking that like we are the lord of this material world, and not think that like Krishna is the lord of the whole creation, it will not help us. And how we can overcome this pride is only by pure knowledge only. The more knowledge we get, the more understanding we will have. With the result, all our pride also can come down slowly and steadily also. Because whoever having pride, what they do, they expect only honor, prestige, position. So that will go naturally when we hear and try to practice Krishna consciousness in a better way. In fact, Prabhupada gives one more example of how the great personality, even though they are very powerful and opulence, will never become proud. But he gives only one example of the tree. So tree as such, it gives us a lot of flowers, fruits, and it fulfills all many desires. The fruits, when it comes out from the tree, how it will be? It will not go on top. It will be down. See, trees should be considered great actually, because it serves many purposes actually. But still, it will not look for its pride. It is ready to help by giving the fruit, by bending downwards. You can just pluck and take. And so this is given in Srimad Bhagavatam class 4.21.5. And also it reflects the perverted material attachments also. The nature of Arishtashvara, perverted material attachments also. Because what will happen is, many weak-hearted people, what they do, they will give up the path of regulative principles and gets engaged in themselves in the material attachments. Like we have many material attachments which Prabhupada is seeing now, but of course he is using it for Krishna service only. But our tendency is use mobile for fulfilling all our material desires. And also it symbolizes destroying the attraction of cheating religion. We will not be encouraging, will not be able to follow the regulative principles, means like it will affect our Shuddha Bhakti also. And the weak-minded people, what they do, generally, they will try to take up the unconventional method to fulfill their desires. For example, the animal sacrifices we generally see in our modern world. Earlier, when the sacrifice was happening, the animal was sacrificed. For what? To test whether the sacrificial ceremonies are going on properly. And animal, even though they were sacrificed, they used to get human form, they used to go back to home, back to Godhead. The result was that. But now what we do? We kill goat or sheep or whatever it is to fulfill our sense gratification only, not for anything else. So this is actually the conduct of the demon Arishtashvara. Hare Krishna. So with this we'll just try to conclude the part of Arishtashvara. We'll take Radha Kunda, appearance of Radha Kunda. So it is basically, one thing is heroic pastime of Krishna, one thing is the loving pastime of Krishna. Because this is one of the most best sweet pastime of Sri Krishna. So Mathura is generally considered as spiritually superior to Vaikuntha planet. Why? Because Krishna took birth in this particular land of Mathura. And superior to Mathurapuri is what? Vrindavan. Actually, there is not exactly Vrindavan, it is the forests of Vrindavan. Why? Because Krishna did lot of pastimes in forest also, forest of Vrindavan. And more than forest of Vrindavan is superior is Govardhana. Because Govardhana, it assisted Krishna and Radha to have more loving pastimes. And more than Govardhan, Radha Kunda. Hare Bol. So because this was actually the ambrosial love, the extensive love, nectarian love which Radha showed to Krishna and Krishna showed to Radha Rani. So that's what it signifies actually. And generally it is celebrated during Damodara month, and it is also called as Bahulashtami. Okay. So now the pastime is like, in fact, the another benefit is that like bathing in Radha Kunda also is beneficial, because this particular thing, it favors, one gains favor from Radharani. One gains favor from Radharani means they will get favor from Krishna also. Then Radha Kunda appeared in the midnight, and in fact, like if you go to Parikrama on the day of Baulashtami, there will be thousands of people who are very eager to take bath in Radha Kunda, and they will bring a lot of offering also. They will offer midnight, even though it is winter time and it will be extremely cold, but they don't care. They will make their offering and take bath also, because it is definitely beneficial for them. And once they take bath in Radha Kund, they will go to Shamakund and take bath also. So now the killing of Arishtarashvara is over, but Krishna, what is his main program? Main program is to have association with Radharani. So immediately after, he was really longing, when this thing is over, Arishtar is over, after that let me just join Radharani with her gopis. So he wanted to have the loving affair, but Radharani, she does not allow Krishna to come near them. So what she says, you have killed the bull. If you kill the bull means it is an aparadha actually, because it's a sin killing a bull, and it actually is symbol of religion. Bull is a symbol of religion. So she will suggest Krishna that like you have to undergo atonement by taking bath in all the sacred rivers. Ganga, Chamane, Chagodavari, Saraswati, Nirmala, Sindhu, Kaveri, Jalishmi. All that. So she wanted Krishna to go all around, take bath in the holy river, then come back to her for the association. So Krishna, already he is eager to have the loving affairs. Can he wait for more? He cannot. So what he does, he just presses his leg to form a big pond, big hole in the earth. And what he does, he will order all the rivers to come to this particular hole, and all the rivers along with the Ganga, they will come and they will just fill up the hole, forming Shamakunda. So immediately he will show this to Radharani, and takes a dip in that one, and he will please Radharani also. So but after taking bath, he will now start chastising Radharani also. See, now I have become pure as per your wish. Now, are you pure? No, you are not pure. Why they are not pure, Radha and Gopis? Because they took the side of a demon. Even though he must have come from in the form of a bull, but originally he is a demon. Whoever favors demon means they are, Haribol. So, so that's what has happened. And now Radharani along with our gopis, he orders, unless you purify yourself, not coming to Shamakunda, you make your own way, get yourself purified, go to all the rivers, and then I will accept you. Because what the important thing is that like there was a very good binding between both Krishna and Radharani. Radharani is not that like she's want to keep Krishna away. As much as Krishna wanted to have association with Radha, Radharani also wanted to have association with Krishna. So that separation, no, both of them could not deny. So she immediately what she did, she will break the bangles and starts digging a hole in the same area. So they will form a big pond, but they have to now fill up the water. So how they will do? They will go to Manasa Ganga. All the gopis, they will carry individual pots. They will start filling the hole here to take bath. But will it be possible? Such a big pot hole, they cannot fill it up immediately also. So they were literally struggling. So there are two descriptions. One thing is that like they were all the rivers again, they will come and request or try to inform Krishna, can we help Radharani? Krishna will sanction, and all that pond will get filled up, will come as Radha Kunda. That is the Krishna will actually like help them to create that Radha Kunda, so that like they also can get purified immediately, because he also don't want to wait for long. Radharani also don't want to wait for long. So somehow he just assisted to for them also to get purified, because they supported the demon bull. So now Radha Kunda also is protected in lot many ways, but let us just try to hear something about Manasi Ganga also, because Krishna, when he was playing with his covered boys earlier, so there was one Asura called Vatsasura. He will take a form of a calf and try to be with all the cows. And Krishna immediately will sight and he will kill that particular Vatsasura. But their covered boys, what they do is that like they will immediately tell, killing calf is not good. You have to again purify yourself by dipping in Ganga. And Krishna physically he don't want to leave Vrindavana. He wanted to stay there only. So what he does, he will just with his mind, he will call Ganga and creates the pond, purifies himself to make the covered boys, his friends, happy. So that's how Ganga, Manasi Ganga was created. It is also in the banks of Govardhan Hill only. And just try to hear some importance of Radha Kunda before we conclude the program. And as we know, all our ISKCON Gaudiya Vaishnavas, they want to worship this particular Radha Kunda. For what? Get the mercy of Radha. And this not only did not start now. It started from the lineage of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu itself. So after that, Radha Kunda was very prominent. In fact, it was lost totally. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and he explored where exactly the spot of Radha Kunda, and he requested the 6 Goswamis to develop that particular Kunda, because it was very, very potent. And Srila Prabhupada also says that this Radha Kunda is very, very important for the only reason that it is where the love for Krishna overflows. So Radharani's love for Krishna, the way it overflows, when we take bath in Radha Kunda, it also gives an opportunity for us to love Krishna more and more. And serving Radha Kunda means one can get the opportunity to become the assistant of Radharani. So we can also be assistant Radharani as a Manjari to serve Radharani in the loving efforts of Radha and Krishna. And the conclusion is that to live in the banks of Radha Kunda and to take daily dip in the Radha Kunda will constitute the highest perfection of our devotional service. But it's not possible. So whenever we go, at least we should just try to take bath. But Prabhupada or many senior devotees does not insist on taking bath, because we are not pure. At least try to take some water and put prokshana on our head, our body, to get purified. Once you feel, or once we feel that like we are purified more, then we can go and take the bath. So this is all about the story of Radha Kunda. So in this class we just had a very small introduction and took the example of 4.9 Janma Karmachami Divyam, wherein Krishna is trying to tell us the path by which we can go back home, back to Godhead, by knowing his appearance as well as his activities. And we just try to hear something about advantages of hearing Krishna Katha, which he has told in Bhagavad Gita as well as in Bhagavatam, story of Arishtasura and how what it signifies also, and appearance of Radha Kunda with this glorification. Hare Krishna. So thank you very much for giving this opportunity to tell few words about this two pastimes in the Krishna lila. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So rather than questions, if you have any comments, I'll be more than ready to accept. Hare Krishna.